Good day to each everyone, especially to you mom. We are a group 12. So now, let's start to our lesson for today is all about the lesson 2 of Republic Act 7877, the Anti-Social Harassment Act of 1995. This is a chapter Human's Law in the Philippines RA 77, the Anti-Social Harassment Act is the RA 7877. RA 7877, otherwise known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995, which took effect on March 5, 1995 and declares unlawful sexual harassment against women and men in the employment, education, and training environment. Public Act was took in March 5, 1995. And ang nakapaloob ani na republic is to protect the human as feel sexual harassment. And syempre ang sexual harassment panggod kay dili lang siya sa eskwelahan, dili lang siya sa trabaho, na asa na ka ano na siya miskang asa ka na lugar nini adto then giharas ka, and then mao ni siya ang Republic Act na pwede nimo duulan o in case na mo file kag case sa isa ka tao na giharas ka. So this is a RA Republic 77, the Sexual Harassment Act of 1995. RA 7877 mandates that the employer or the head of the work-related, educational, or training environment or institution must provide the procedures for the resolution, settlement, or prosecution of act of sexual harassment. What is sexual harassment? The sexual harassment is a significant issue despite there being laws against it still continue to occur in workplace, in school. Sexual harassment in the workplace often include a significant physical elements such as a wanted touching. In school, a lot of sexual harassment is based on verbal thoughts and teasing. Sexual harassment is a significant issue nowadays, and despite of being a law is continue gihapon ang ano sa sexual harassment sa in a school or workplace, and I have example of sexual harassment like flirting, gesture, or making sexual remarks about someone's body or clothing or appearance, and also asking a question about someone's sex life like that, and telling sexual offensive jokes like anang offensive ma-offend na ka sa mga jokes niya, and making sexual comment or jokes about someone's sexual orientation or gender reassignment like that is you feel ginaharass ka sa isa ka tao. The making of unwanted and offensive remarks for especially by one in a superior or supervisory position, or when acquaintancy social behavior is a condition of continued employment, promotion, or satisfactory evaluation. Example is your boss is promoting you in a higher position, but you need to satisfying him like to do a sexual intercourse for satisfaction him for promoting you in a higher position, but in yourself is no, nimo tanggi ka, and then he said na kanang pag motangi ka sa ako ang offer, so dili ka mo higher imong position, dira ra ka kutob like ana god. So ang tawag ana is a Sexual harassment na siya ang tawag ana if someone na muasa imuhag offer like like sa position in a work, like mo ano siya sa imuha, so this is a called sexual harassment. There are three major characteristic of sexual harassment, which is the first is the behavior is unwanted or unwelcome. Second is the behavior is sexual or related the sex or gender of the person. Last is the behavior occurs in the context of a relationship where one person has more formal power than the other or more informal power. A characteristic of sexual harassment, they have a three, and these are three characteristic of sexual harassment is diri na to mahibalaan if someone na gina-harass na siya. This is the basihan o like hindi na basihan na ginaharass siya sa isa kas tao. There are two forms of sexual harassment. Is quid pro sexual harassment. This for that. This happen when the harasser demands sexual favor as a condition for hiring, for promotion, or academic environment has a condition for passing the exam or the subject. This is for example, your teachers demand you have a sex for passing you in exam because nabagsak ka sa exam nag-exam ka and then nabagsak ka and then he demand na or nag-favor siya sa imuha in sexual like para mapasa ka niya. Mao na ang example sa quid pro sexual harassment. So kung sa tabangan ka niya pero naay kapalit. Number 2, hostile work environment refers to any workplace conduct that is sufficiently severe or persuasive to alter the condition of the victim employment and create an abuse or offensive work environment. It also refers to continued unwelcome of a sexual natural in the workplace that may interfere with an employee's work performance or create an intimidating or abusive environment. The example of hostile work environment is telling him offensive joke about protect categories of people and making unwanted comments on physical qualities. Types of sexual harassment. 1. A gender harassment, generalized sexist statement in behavior that convey insulting remarks, offensive graffiti, obscene jokes for you, more about sex or women in general. All of gender harassment is calling a woman name just a sexy, cutie pie, bitch, whore, or slut. 3-ish. Shouting obscenities at women a day past a fraternity house or other place where men gather. Loudly discussing a woman's sexual contributes and rating her attractiveness, a practice called scoping. Are an example of gender harassment. 2. Sexual imposition. Gross sexual imposition such as first fall, touching, feeling, grabbing, or sexual assault. Sexual imposition. Touching a person including patting, pinching, stroking, squeezing, hugging, or brushing against her body, touching for grabbing a person's breast, crouching, or postures. Second is giving a neck or shoulder massage. This is our example of sexual imposition. The other example is um, when you girl is touch him, even her hand is this na walang palintulot siya, as this is a sexual imposition.